The border between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan is one of the busiest transport corridors in Central Asia. One of the key checkpoints along this route is the Bauyrzhan Konysbayev border control post. Kazakhstan ranks 9th in the world by land area. That's why developing our logistics infrastructure is not just an important direction, it's a strategic necessity. Everyday vehicles from Turkey, Afghanistan, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Pakistan pass through our checkpoint. The flow of traffic is constant. I'm transporting 23 tons of onions from Uzbekistan to Russia. Final destination Ufa. If everything goes as planned, we'll be there in 2 days. In the future, Kazakhstan could gain direct access to the sea through Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, India and Pakistan. I believe that's the next strategic step in the country's logistics policy. Coming up in today's episode, an inside look at one of the most important transport gateways on Kazakhstan's southern border. Everything you need to know about the Bauyrzhan Konysbayev border checkpoint. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan are key players in Central Asia. The two countries have built a strong partnership based on trust and mutual benefit. In recent years, trade between them has grown rapidly. Joint projects span logistics, industry, energy, and transportation. This cooperation goes beyond a simple bilateral relationship. It's vital for the stability and development of the entire region. Border crossings and trade hubs are living proof of this close collaboration. Both nations are actively expanding their transit potential, turning Central Asia into an integral part of global transport corridors. One of the largest checkpoints on the Kazakhstan-Uzbekistan border is the Bauyrzhan Konysbayev border control post. Located in the Turkestan region, this strategic hub handles thousands of passengers and trucks every day. Year after year, the volume of people and goods passing through continues to grow, along with the infrastructure to support it. The checkpoint's capacity has multiplied significantly. Today, it's more than just a border crossing. It's a major logistics center that influences regional connectivity.
The
Bauyrzhan Konysbayev border control post began operations in January 2003 as an independent unit within the Customs Department of South Kazakhstan region. In 2020, the checkpoint was modernized, new buildings were constructed, and digital systems were introduced. Since then, the process has become much faster. The checkpoint includes veterinary, phytosanitary, and transportation control services, as well as health and law enforcement inspections. Every day we process between 1,000 and 1,200 freight trucks, around 300 passengers vehicles, and up to 2,000 individuals, both entering and leaving. There are 6 major road border crossings between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. One of the busiest is the Bauyrzhan Konysbayev checkpoint, located opposite the Uzbek checkpoint Yalama. This is a key route for freight traveling from Uzbekistan to Russia via Kazakhstan. One of the drivers on this route is Jamshid Daminov, transporting 23 tons of onions to Ufa.
2007 yıldan beri 18 yıl bo'libdi shu yo'ldamiz.
I've been on the road since 2007, 18 years now. I used to drive buses and did various other jobs. For nearly 2 years now, I've been working in international freight transport. We cross borders and earn a living. Everything is in order. My truck is loaded. I'm carrying 23 tons of onions from Uzbekistan to Russia. The final stop is Ufa. If all goes well, we'll be there in 2 days. In our work, time is everything. The quicker we cross the border, the smoother the journey. The key is to get through fast. Then you can rest on the way, drive calmly, sleep, and eat when needed. So far, thank God, everything is going well. After this trip, I plan to head to Orenburg, load up there, and return through Kızılorda. The road is fine, GPS works, the internet is stable, no issues in Kazakhstan. Jamshid mainly transports agricultural goods from Uzbekistan and returns with construction materials. On average, it takes about an hour to clear the border, depending on the cargo type. If the paperwork is in order, inspections are quick. Kazakh customs officers don't delay those who follow the rules. Sometimes specific vehicles require additional documentation, like permits from the transport inspection. These matters are outside customs responsibility. So drivers may have to wait. But when all documents are in order, processing goes smoothly. Timely entry and exit of transport directly affects logistics efficiency. After all, a border is the face of a country. The way we greet and send our visitors, whether they're drivers, business people, or tourists, shapes the impression of our nation. Our goal is to do this with dignity. Processing a single freight truck now takes just 20 to 50 minutes. Previously, it could take 2 to 3 hours. Everything changed after the 2020 modernization, which included major innovations and the introduction of digital control systems. The result: faster procedures and more convenience for everyone involved, especially for drivers crossing the border daily.
Yerdan chiqamiz, hozir qo'yamiz, dokumentlarni registratsiya qilamiz tamojnilardan.
Now we will process the paperwork, clear customs, and we are on our way. On the road, people treat each other with respect. We park the truck in a suitable spot and handle the documents.
Ter karnet bilan yuklaganmiz. Buni qilsak, yaxshiroq ko'rinadi. Ter bilan mana shu yukimizni
In Uzbekistan, the cargo was registered through the TIR Carnet system. We always take photos and videos to document the condition of the cargo at departure and upon arrival. That's our responsibility. The shipment is worth $4,670. I'm hauling onions. We went through the X-ray scan. Now we just need to complete the e-paperwork, and we are off. Anything can happen on the road: heat, cold, breakdowns. But if your truck is in good shape and you take care of it, you'll travel in peace. If someone breaks down, we help, and they help us. On the road, no one is a stranger. There are funny moments and scary ones. You cannot tell them all, but the main thing is to keep moving and hope for the best. 5 years ago, the Bauyrzhan Konysbayev checkpoint underwent major reconstruction. The number of entry and exit lanes increased from 2 to 6. Inspections became faster, and the checkpoint's capacity grew fivefold. Today, up to 1,000 freight trucks cross this border every day. According to plan, up to 1,000 freight trucks should pass through our checkpoint each day, about 500 entering and 500 exiting. In reality, that number is even higher. We're seeing between 1,000 and 1,200 trucks in both directions daily, and that's just cargo transport. Additionally, around 200 to 300 passenger vehicles cross the border every day, and when it comes to people, we process up to 2,000 individuals daily.
Bizim Bauyrzhan Konysbayev keden beketi Uzbekistan Yalama keden beketiмен
Our checkpoint borders the Uzbek customs post Yalama, located in the Tashkent region.
Tashkent облысына қарайды, Tashkent облысына. Bizim keden beketine Türkiye'den
We receive traffic from Turkey, Afghanistan, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Pakistan.
Pakistan'dan avtokөліктер келеді. Баратын жерлері
Their destinations include Russia, China, Belarus, Ukraine, and European countries.
Russia, Ukraina, Европа мемлекеттері.
This confirms that the Bauyrzhan Konysbaev checkpoint is not just a regional facility. It's a strategically important international transport and logistics hub. From here, trucks from Central and South Asia head toward the Eurasian economic space. The cargo includes agricultural produce, construction materials, home appliances, and industrial goods. Customs inspectors work around the clock. Every truck, every document under strict control.
Внимание, водитель, процесс сканирования закончен.
The main task of customs is to ensure the country's economic security. Inspections must be strict but fair. Every staff member must work with honesty, clarity, and professionalism. That's the only way logistics will be efficient and borders secure. I believe each of us must contribute to Kazakhstan's development. Our checkpoint is part of an international transit corridor. We handle both exports and imports. Transit tracks from Europe pass through here because there is no internal customs between Russia and Kazakhstan. This means foreign drivers often experience Kazakhstan's system for the first time at our checkpoint and form their opinion of the country based on how we receive them. At the checkpoint, freight movement goes through several stages, from electronic registration to inspection and scanning. The goal is to ensure both speed and security. Minimizing human error makes customs procedures more transparent and efficient. I work in the electronic registration sector. Every vehicle, passenger or cargo, comes here first. We check whether the truck is loaded or empty, where it's headed, and what goods it's carrying. We verify and register the documents. My role is to make sure everything is processed smoothly and without delay from the moment a vehicle crosses the border. This truck is carrying laminated flooring from Russia to Tashkent. Their registration process takes no more than 1 to 2 minutes. After that, the truck goes to the X-ray scanner. This is the first control point. Once registered, the vehicle enters the checkpoint area, whether it's a cargo truck or a passenger car. Kazakhstan is a country at the crossroads of opportunity and challenge. On one hand, it's a strategic bridge between Europe and Asia. On the other hand, being landlocked and far from major seaports means the country must develop its own unique logistics strategy. That's why developing alternative trade routes isn't a choice, it's a strategic necessity. Reducing reliance on northern routes has become a top priority again. The country is actively seeking new paths and partners. The southern corridor has yet to be fully integrated into the global trade system. After 2001, instability in Afghanistan effectively blocked this route. There were issues with cross-border rivers and logistics. But since 2021, Afghanistan has moved toward a more stable model. Even the Taliban is building pragmatic relations with Central Asia. That's why I believe Kazakhstan's next strategic move should be to develop the southern route through Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, India and Pakistan, ultimately gaining access to the ocean. This would give us alternatives, reaching Europe not only through the north, but also via the south and west.
баламалы жол қамтамасыз етеді.
Қазақстан дүние жүзінде 9-шы орын алады ғой. Жер көлемі бойынша.
Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world by land area, which makes logistics development an essential national task. I believe the government is doing everything it can to advance this goal. Even at our checkpoint, new technologies are being introduced and modern facilities are being built. In the past, weighing and scanning were done separately. The track would go to the scales, then to the X-ray. Now it's all in one place. A truck enters, gets weighed and scanned in one go, and continues its journey. It's much faster and more convenient.
Bir жерден таразы өтеді, bir жерден рентгенге түсіп шығып кете береді.
The Bauyrzhan Konysbayev customs post is Kazakhstan's strategic southern gateway. Thousands of trucks pass through it daily, linking the country and Central Asia with the rest of the world. The growing flow of transit traffic is not only a testament to the checkpoint's efficiency, it's a reflection of Kazakhstan's standing in global trade. Operations never stop here. Every truck is registered, inspected, and sent on its way. Orderly, coordinated. That's the everyday reality at one of the most important transit hubs in the south of the country.